What's happening, guys? I'm back again. Today I'm bringing you another deck profile video. That's off my new model. So, two things before I start. I got a couple of cards here which I'm going to use as honourable mentions. And yes, that number there does say 21 and then down to 19. Unfortunately, there is no marker with a 0. So I just kind of put a 1. So it's 21. But I am about to bring you the top 20 cards according to a recent study done by the amazing Jeff Sonas on the Fremont Reformation Discord. This is for the last, I think it was 4 tournaments, he said. This is the top 20 cards that were used during that tournament. One card is actually out of place because one of the cards came as 2 parts. So if you do one, you have to do the other. I'll explain that one when I get to it, which is why number 20 on the list has made it to the list, because technically that would have been 21 anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my honourable mentions first. These are the guys that did not make it to the list. But in the last 4 tournaments, these are 12 cards which actually managed to, well, not make it to the list, as to say, but were used in quite a lot of the fleets. So I do have my handy phone. Everyone's got one these days. And I do have a screenshot, so I can give you some feedback. So there is the list, as you can see by the phone. Tasha Yar. She was used in 10% of fleets, I believe. Yep, 10%. The same as Type 10s. Earl. Where's T. Earl Grey? Okay, so T. Earl Grey's not there, but that made the list as well, 10%. The Romulan cloaking device. That was in 10%. Kalana. Lurin. They all made 10%. Khan Singh, the Gen Con one, he made 10%. Gowron, Groll, Enterprise NX-01, Cloaked Mines captured. They were literally all 10%. That's why I thought I'm going to give them their honourable mentions. On the honourable mentions, because they deserve it. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stack my phone just there. Hopefully I can use it as I need to. I do apologise. I got figures everywhere. I've been painting my miniature figures. So this one's going to be what's it called? Shore Trooper from Rogue One. I've also just been outside spraying this, which is a Imperial bunker for Legion. Actually smells really funky and like burnt for some reason, which is really weird, considering it's not burning and there's nothing else in here that's going to be on to burn. But I'm going to jump straight into the list because I think that's enough gassing for a minute. We're going to go to the top, and then I'm going to shout out what we've got. I'm going to try and keep my screen active as well. So if I go... Whoop, bear with me a second. A few moments later. So in at number 21, or 20 rather, sorry. I've done it again. It's Tau. Tau has appeared in the last 4 tournaments in 13% of fleets. He's quite a well-renowned one. He does steal technology. He is known for that. So let me just do what Brian taught me. Thank you, Brian, for the helpful tip there. How's that better? We can now read it and see it and everything. So this is Tau. Tau is a target the ship or another ship within range, 1 to 2. Place a token on this card beside the target ship. So if it's a friendly ship, you can say, oh, here you go, have a token on me. But during the combat phase, you can target an opposing ship at range 1 to 2 and say, oh, is that a scan or a battle station or an evade or even an auxiliary, and say, oh, thanks, I'll take that. And you can put it on your ship. Not bad for 3 points. Quite a naughty upgrade, and in the last tournament he did cause me a few dramas. Moving on swiftly, Number 19 on the list is the repurposed cargo hold. Again, 13% of fleets. The first 5, I think it is, on this list were all in 13%. So I won't keep saying 13%, 13, just because obviously you're going to get bored. But just so you know, this one appeared in 13% as well. But that's over like 4 tournaments, which is nice. Pretty much self-explanatory. 2 points. You can add a tech upgrade or a weapon to your ship's upgrade bar. Moving on, we've got the first of the Alliance upgrades. Boom. It's reinforced hull. Again, there were so many fleets that ran it in the last 4 tournaments. So, I feel I need to explain how the fixtures worked. So, when they done the inputting of the data, they didn't do it by how many were in each fleet. They done it by the fact that it was present in a fleet. So, if there was 20 fleets, and say 8 of the fleets ran reinforced hull, but say 3 of those 8 fleets, for instance, whatever, had like multiple copies. They didn't do it by the multiple copies. They only done it by the fact that that fleet had a reinforced hull in it. So that's how they've worked this out. Again, thank you, Jeff, for doing the statistics for us. It's always nice when you can do those for us because we enjoy the feedback as well. Anyway, moving on. So we've got the reinforced hull. 2 points. Adds 2 to your hull value. Very nice. So the Life of Piracy is the next one. There's an awful lot of Independent and Federation on this list, I will admit. But Life of Piracy, I will bring that up a bit for you. So during the setup, this ship may start the game either within range of a planet obstacle or within range of at least 2 non-planet obstacles, like asteroids, ship debris, those sort of things. It is a range 1, so you've got to be in close. You gain the ability based on the printed faction symbol on the card that is equipped to. So, if this card is equipped to a Ferengi ship, during the end phase, you may discard a battle station token beside this ship and place a gold press latinum token on the captain equipped to it. If it's a Klingon ship, I believe that is a Klingon symbol, isn't it? I see before. I can't go no bigger, unfortunately. But yeah, it looks like a Klingon symbol. You may perform a sensor echo action as a free action, even if you are not cloaked. Shoop. Over to 16. Kang. Old Kang. Everybody loves Old Kang. Old Kang works absolutely amazing with that lovely lady in his life who is an honourable mention down the bottom as she was only in 10%. But Kang is a start of the game. Target a captain equipped to an opposing ship. When attacking, during the modified attack dice step, if the target captain is equipped to the defending ship, discard this card. Add 2 criticals to your dice roll. Personally, I use Kang a lot, this Kang, and I do put Mara on as well, who is down the bottom, as we've already explained. But, yep, he's also in 13%. Swinging it down to the next row. In at 15 is Improved Deflector Screens. Improved Deflector Screens is a great card. I use it quite a lot on Erosion builds. I find that they work with it pretty well. So basically, you discard this upgrade when all of your ship shields have been destroyed. When defending, compare result step. If you have any active shields, cancel 1 hit or crit. So it's a nice little card. Costly for 4. Got to have a hull of 3 or less, but great card. 14. Calvin Hudson. He is the last of the 13's crew. Calvin Hudson appeared in 13% of fleets. I can find out how many fleets they were in total and put them in the comments below. But at this present time, I forgot to ask that question. I probably should have asked first, but it's all good. Calvin Hudson is great. He's a 5-star captain. 5-star captain? A 5 captain skill. 3-point captain to play. He adds a tech, weapon, or crew slot to your upgrade bar, your choice. And if the card is assigned to an independent ship, all your upgrades will cost -1 SP. So he is absolutely great. He works well with another card, which I'm not sure if it's in the list or not, which is Turange. I think he was down the bottom in the honourable mentions. But Turange is great because he basically will kill your captain, give you an extra critical, I think it is, and then become the captain. In at 13, the first of the next crew, which is 15% reinforced shields. Don't need to talk too much about these guys. We all know what reinforced shields do. But, yep, there they are. On the 15% crew next, we've got the time-tokened photon torpedoes. A lot of people are finding these easier than the disabled ones because they heal themselves, if you like. Run 2 sets. You've got a photon shot pretty much every turn, as long as you've got the battle station to, the target lock to get it. But absolutely great card, broken, love it. It's one of my favourites, and it is in the middle of the 15% crew. Next one is the Klingon cloaking device. So when defending, if this ship is cloaked, convert 1 blank into an evade. During the end phase, you can place 3 time tokens on this card and then flip the cloak token to its green side so you don't lose your cloak. Expensive 3 time tokens. Lovely card, 2 points. Works lovely. What more can you say? Down to the next row. I'm just having a quick look. So the next one should be my favourite girl. She's my girl, Esri Dax. So she adds 1 crew slot to your upgrade bar, and whenever time tokens are placed on your captain or a crew member, you can place 1 fewer time token with her. She doubles up lovely with Battle Station Picard, so when he places 2 time tokens on him to give every ship, including himself, a battle station, he only does that as 1 time token, which goes off the end phase, so you get to use him every turn. Absolutely great. I think she was very underrated in DS9. They should have brought her in a little bit sooner or extended it a little bit longer and give her some more things to do. But absolutely love her character and especially her card. Next up, we have number 9 on the list. The last of the 15 crew is the dorsal phase array, but not my favourite one. It's the other dorsal phase array. So this one, it's the cost of your weapon plus 1, and the actual attack for it is equal to your primary weapon value. So it's good on things like a sovereign, so you don't have to run 3.1. But then again, it does cost you an extra 3 points to play it compared to the other one. This, like I said, is another 15%. So this is the last of the 15% crew. But yeah, dorsal phase array is definitely up there. It's one of my favourite cards to use. The other one normally, but I do use this one quite a lot. Can be equipped only to a 4+ hull, and it's got to be a Federation ship. So, perfect. Swiftly moving on to the next. We're now on to the 18s. So, next up in the 18 list, we have Worf. This Worf here is, when attacking, if your ship is cloaked, you convert all blanks to hits. So, he is absolutely damaging to any ship. He doesn't have a cost. He is a cost of 5 to play and can only be on Klingon, but it's just naughty with what it can actually do. It's just sheer perfect, to be fair. Who wouldn't want to swap all their blanks directly to hits and stuff, you know? In at 7, Type 10 phases. Now, this is the card I said at the start where I should have had 2 slots. I'm not giving it 2 slots. I do not think it needs 2 slots because the second slot is taken up by the actual weapon itself. So as you can see, this card fills 2 weapon upgrade slots. 2 weapon upgrade slots, and then when attacking with your primary weapon, you roll +1 attack dice and reroll 2 blanks. If a defending ship has no shields, you may instantly convert 2 to battle stations instead. It's great. It's one of the better ones. like I said, I don't think it needed 2 slots on here because the second slot is a Utopia fleet builder upgrade slot. So basically, you don't forget that you've already equipped it, and you have a secondary card which is the just for Utopia use. Really, you wouldn't have that card if you were playing on a tabletop. You know what I mean? That's why I've not included it in the list. So 18% of fleets used this. And obviously the counter card, or the counterpart card rather. Sakona. She was also in 18% of fleets. There's only really 2 more cards on this list that weren't in the 18%. Everything else is 18%, so I don't have to keep saying it. Sakona's great because she will give you an additional weapon slot. And on that weapon slot, all weapon slots for this ship, if the upgrades are a cost of 5 or less, they become 2 SP less. So you could run your Type 10 phasers, for instance, at a cost of 1 under Sakona, which is absolutely lovely. She costs 2 points to play, and she is a unique card. So you can only have one of her in the fleet, as we know. In at 5, we've got Refractive Shield. And Refractive Shield seems to be one of those cards at the moment that everybody wants to take because it is absolutely damaging to any enemy ships. So, increase this ship's agility and shield values by 1. It becomes range 2 to 3. So if you're outside of range 3 or inside of range 1, it won't trigger. When defending, if this ship has active shields and the attacking ship within range does not have a scan token beside it, you skip the modify attack dice step. So instantly your opponent can go, boosh, here's 5 dice. I've got 1 hit, 3 battle stations, and a blank. I've got a battle station and an evade on my ship thanks to Commander. I'm gonna, and then you say, no, you're not, because you don't have a scan. I have active shields. You cannot modify your dice. It is devastatingly good, believe it or not, and a lot of fleets run it. So if we're moving on, as you can see, the next one is a Ferengi weapon. Well, Ferengi card. I've just told you it's a weapon now. So we all know what it is. That's right, it's Ferengi Torps. 2 points. You're basically, the primary weapon value is your attack value. Range 1 to 3. So there's no limited with the other photons where they're 2 to 3. These are 1 to 3, so you can fire them at any range. And you place 2 time tokens on this card, target the opposing ship, and give them an auxiliary power token straight away. Have one of those. Absolutely disgusting when you have to play against them, especially if they've got 2 or 3 copies going at you, because then you just get 2 or 3 auxiliary power tokens, which is never a nice thing to play against. On the contrary, though, not impossible to play against, which is good. Moving on to the last of the 18 club. It is a Klingon card. Can we guess what it is? I'll give you a few seconds. Any guesses? Do 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 do. That'll do. Okay, so it is animated core. Every Klingon fleet has to run animated core, or at least a copy of core with the Harmaster. So when attacking, if this ship is cloaked, you can place 2 time tokens on this card, and then this ship will roll +1 attack dice this attack, and it doesn't turn its cloak token back to red. Also, if it's on a Klingon ship, or core is on a Klingon ship, he also adds 1 hit to his roll as well. This is why he is the last of the 18 club, and the highest one in there as well, because he is devastating. In at number 2 is a Ferengi card. So it'll be intriguing to see which one it is. I bet 9 out of 10 of you have probably already guessed. It is Quark. Quark is absolutely broken because he lets you put any weapon of a cost of 5 or less underneath him, as long as it's non-Borg. It's got to be non-Borg, and it could be a weapon or a tech, just to correct myself. And then at any time you flip over Quark, get the card out. Anytime you flip the card over, get Quark out, and flip Quark over, get the card out, and then equip it to your ship, even if it exceeds your restrictions. Great card. Great card. Actually appeared in 21% of fleets. So a lot of people run them. But this is where the crunch comes in. So in the last 4 tournaments, I can't exactly remember what they were. I think, if I remember rightly, obviously it was only the online for the Fremont Reformation. I believe that the tournaments were... I will just quickly have a look for a few seconds, guys. Give me a few seconds. Let me just scroll up. We did talk quite a bit last night because we've got the new tournament due up soon. I'm giving no spoilers. I'm saying nothing. I'm not telling you anything. But needless to say, the new tournament will be starting shortly. Okay, so there were 39 fleets across the last 3 events. So it was 3 events, not 4 events. That's my mistake. The events were the Federation Klingon War, Anything Goes, and Roll Up, which is the current one that's going at the moment still. It'll be drawing to a close soon. Like I said, because obviously you'd make way for the new tournament. 39 fleets across the 3 different tournaments. So the Federation Klingon War, all fleets had to be either Federation pure, Klingon pure, or Independent pure. So you couldn't have anything outside of the factions within the cards, which was a shame because I remember I wanted to run Denatra on my Federation fleet, but I wasn't allowed. So it worked, unfortunately, well. Roll Up is the current one that's going on at the moment, where each ship has to be pure. So you can have like a Federation, a Klingon, or whatever, as long as each ship is purity. And then obviously Anything Goes. There was no faction penalties. There was nothing. It was just a whatever you wanted when you wanted. But this last card appeared in 26% of fleets. That is slightly over a quarter of the fleets in 3 tournaments out of 39 fleets that ran it. You've guessed it. It's Daha Master. Everybody runs the Daha Masters because who wouldn't want a skill 11 core or a skill 10 Kang or Koloth with the ability to have a free cloak or a free target lock every turn. You know, absolutely great card. 2 points. Takes up your elite talent slot. It's not really much going to go in that slot anyway. You can have 1 per ship in respects to only 1 per fleet, which is very, very, very nice. There has to be Klingon, obviously, or Klingon captain. But yeah, that is it, guys. That is the top 20 cards that appeared in the last 3 events on the Discord group, the Fremont Reformation. If any of you lovely ladies and gentlemen would like to join the Fremont Reformation, it could be arranged. All you got to do is drop a comment in the comments below and a link can be provided at any time. Excuse me. I had a drink. I've gone a bit dry mouthed. But yeah, it's good fun. It's great times in there. There's always games going on. Even if you don't want to join tournaments, come jump in the Discord. Just talk Star Trek with everyone. Talk Attack Wing with everyone. We enjoy the company. But like I said, a link can be provided below if anybody wishes to join. But for now, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Say thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Live long and prosper.